And as I'm recording this, we're only halfway through the day. It's just past noon right now, and our revenue count is almost $300. And since this is a digital product, most of this is profit. I'm going to show you my top 3 product ideas for Etsy beginners to start selling in 2023. And how this will work is each of the categories must make over $100 a day, and they must be not saturated categories, so it's not too late to sell these products. And lastly, I'll also show you how to make these products as well. I've been selling on Etsy for almost a decade now, made over 7 figures in revenue, and I believe these are the best categories for any beginners to start selling in 2023. So let's get into the video. All right, welcome back. So before we jump into the product categories, I just want to explain that these are all digital products that you would sell on Etsy. And the reason why I love selling digital products is basically once you create these products once, it can sell forever, right? Comparing to physical products where you would have to continue to ship these, you have to fulfill them. These you just create once. It definitely takes a little bit of time to create a beginning, but you can have these stores running for years and years to come. For me, I have shops that have been up for 7 years and it's still selling products every single day. Okay, something I definitely want to look into is digital products. If you're not familiar with it, if you are, perfect, you're in the right place. And I'm going to show you these 3 product ideas that are going to be great for 2023. It's definitely not too late to start them. All right, so the first one is client intake and consent forms. So as you can see on the screen here, this is a onboarding bundle, but they're all within the same category. Just to quickly explain, client intake forms are used to gather information about the clients. You can include the personal information, terms of services, and just anything relevant for the business in terms of background information. And consent forms are used to obtain the client's consent for certain actions, procedures, to get more personal information, treatments, and services. And you may be wondering, hey, I don't really know all these specialties, all these different industries. How can I design them? These products, you're just creating the design elements, the templates for these businesses or agencies to use for theirs, right? So all you're doing is designing these pages, and when the customer buys it, they will automatically go in and edit themselves on a certain platform called Canva, which I will explain later on how we would design these tools. So even if you're someone that is not a designer by trade, it's totally fine. I'll show you an easy way to do this in the later steps. Some of the categories you can do are healthcare, legal, education, finance, marketing, beauty and wellness, event planning. So there's a lot of different categories you can do, and you can always display it and brand it the same way for that category. I don't want you to feel like it's oversaturated because there are many different niches that need services like this. Now let's quickly check on these stats. So here I'm using Everbee. If you're not familiar with it, this is a Chrome extension tool that just gives you good estimates on different listings, on competitors, do some researching, so you have a good idea if these are something that you want to try doing yourself. As you can see right now, this is only making $2,000 a month, so on average it's like slightly over $100 a day. But if you look into this person's shop and run the analytics again for this shop page, you can see that they have multiple listings doing over 1,000, maybe 1,500 USD a month, right? So that can equally make over $3,000 a month, which is $100 a day is what we're trying to achieve. I talk a lot about in my other videos on how once you create one bundle, you can create multiple variations of it and into different categories. And we talked about health and wellness, different industries, education, legal. You can make multiple of them by designing from one main master template, which I'll talk about later on. But yeah, this is one area that's in the B2B services. I talk a lot more about this recently that I love this category. There's a lot of different niches happening in here. Also, I forgot to mention one more thing is the listing age. Right here you can see it's only been live for 6 months. So it's still a very new listing, which proves that it's not too late to be in this category. So here is one of my shops that I own personally that is also in the B2B template category. And as I'm recording this, we're only halfway through the day. It's just past noon right now, and our revenue count is almost $300. Since this is a digital product, most of this is profit. All right, so now I'm going to show you how to create this. And you can use a place like Canva. I love using Canva for creating any type of digital products, especially for templates and customized templates specifically, right? So if you come over here, I like to go and just search onboarding as an example. From here, you can see all of their stock templates that you can use and start creating. And, I want to make it clear that you cannot just use these designs and share it and post it and sell on Etsy, that you have to modify these. So let's pick one. I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to do so. Okay, so let's just pick this one as an example. Let's customize this template. So over here, let's say if you want to quickly change the font of it, maybe you want a more serif font, maybe you want to change this image, you can easily go into the elements, go into photos, and they have so many different images for you to choose from. I love the magic recommendations just to show you, hey, here are some related images that could use for this, right? Maybe you want to change the color of this blue, use a different template, maybe use a brown, keep it that muted tone, neutral kind of vibe. And you go page by page and start building out your template. So over here, you'll go to your design and you can see all the different pages you want to do. Let's do a timeline one. And then you can change all these colors, change the font. So you kind of build based on what's available here. So you're not starting from scratch. And as long as you customize it enough, this is something that you can start selling then. All right, so let's say you've designed this whole onboarding bundle and you're ready to share it and post the link. You go up here to the top right, click on share, and you come down here, click on more, and you'll see this template link. Okay, so the customers will purchase it and get this link, and they'll be able to access this file of yours. And then they can add in their own branding, change the logo, maybe change the text. But essentially, they're buying the template from you because they don't want to all this time to design this template. You've already done this for them, and they're just tweaking them, putting their own branding in there. And that's convenience, right? And that's the reason why they buy these products on Etsy. And a question I get asked a lot is, when you share these links, are they going to be editing your original file? No, that's the point of this, is to share their own template where they'll have to make a copy of it and it will not affect the original copy of yours, because then this way you won't be able to share it with multiple customers, right? So you have a master one, and when you share the link, they'll be customizing their own copy of it and it will not interrupt the original. And by doing so, you have to get the pro account on Canva, which I have a link below if you want to try it out. But that's the only way for you to share the template without them interrupting your original file. Also, if you're liking this video so far, make sure to like and subscribe if you have not already. In this channel, I talk a lot about how to sell on Etsy, specifically digital products, if you want to learn how to make an income on there. Okay, so subscribe if you haven't already, if you want to learn more. Let's get into the second product idea, which are bridal templates. So bridal templates are pre-designed templates that are used to create wedding materials such as invitations, programs, menus, place cards, and thank you cards. They provide a quick and easy way to create professional looking wedding materials without any design skills or softwares. There are a lot of different styles available, so don't feel like it's a saturated category. As new trends pop up, people are going to be looking for new types of templates, especially in the wedding space. Here's a quick example of an invitation template where you can do a printable but also an app version. But let's take a look on Everbee and look at the stats. So as you can see, this one has only been up for 11 months, so it's still relatively early to start. And this one's 2,200. Same thing again. If you look into the shop, they have multiple different listings for the same design, maybe different color, each probably doing over $1,000 a month. So that really adds up, right? That can really get you to make over that $100 a day. So let's come back on Canva and let me show you how you can find these designs. Basically, you can just search wedding, or I might just do bridal. Let's just get a little bit more specific. And as you can see right here, there are already designs that are actually pretty similar to this one right here. So, let's say this one right here. Let's click on it, click on customize this template. So over here, we want to make some changes. If you look at the graphics on the right side, there's a lot of relevant ones. There are some more pro ones. Maybe I want to throw this one in. Maybe this one I want to be the bottom over here. This one be at the top. Let's see what else we got. Maybe we want to do this. I'm going to delete some of these texts here, but I'm just trying to quickly just give you a visual of what we can do. Just delete that. It's pretty cool. It's super fun too. If you enjoy designing things, obviously this is trying to do this really quickly for you. But if we want to do something like this, perfect. You want to change the font, we can totally do that. Maybe not this one, or maybe you do want to do this one. Right? This might be too big, but let's make it a bit smaller. Perfect. Right here, you got a design that you could try to sell. And same with this, right? If you're selling the template itself, you would come up here and click on share, and you'll see this template link here. Click on that, and this is the link that you will share with your customers. Also, if you want to learn more digital product ideas, I have a guide that's my top 50 digital products that I believe are the best for 2023. And it definitely goes a lot more in depth into giving you the keywords, more revenue counts, and different ways and tips on creating those products. So if you're interested, I have it in the link below for you. All right, so the third product idea is printable budget planners. I'm sure you've probably seen this one everywhere, but I think it's still a great category to be in. So basically, these are just printables of digital documents that can be used for budgeting worksheets, tables, and forms. They can be used to plan and track personal or household finances, set financial goals, track income, expenses, and make a plan for, let's say, debt reduction and save money. So you can either do these as printables, but you can also do like a customized template as well, just like the previous two examples. But a lot of people like to just start doing the printables. So pretty much you can just build these designs and flatten it into a PDF or JPEG or however you want to deliver these. And that's it. You can also take it one step further and make these customizable on Canva for the customers if you want. But let's use Everbee. Take a look at the stats now. And yeah, this one's 6 months ago. The revenue count is $4,000. That's crazy. And I know this one is 58 pages, which seems like a lot. But if you look closer into each of these designs, as you can see, this one here and this one is the same template. You just change the word. This one's the same. These ones, you just do one of these charts and you can multiply them, right? So if you think about it, it doesn't take too long to build these. Obviously, it does take work. For the amount of money you can get from them, it's definitely worth the initial work to put in. So same thing, let's go into Canva and let's see how we can design these. Let's just search budget planner. So right here, okay, I can already see one that kind of looks like it. And by the way, this is a pro one. So in order to access this, you do need an account, but I have a link below if you want to sign up for free for the first 30 days. Like I said before, you don't want to just post this as is. Like, you have to put your own creativity into it, redesign it, different colors, different font. And let me show you how easy it is just to modify this. So let's say this one is strictly a monthly budget one. Maybe this one you want to make it big, something like maybe the income one encompass the whole thing. Maybe you want to position this in the middle. Maybe you want to add some, you can add some elements, right? Maybe we want to add this one. Actually, I don't know how this works. Maybe this thing, let's have some fun now. Delete this. I don't know. Right, I'm just trying to play around here, but I personally would not do that. But this would be really interesting. Just quickly play around with this, modify some of the colors. Same thing, you would click on share to share the template itself, or you can share the flattened version, right? You can quickly just go to download, PNG or PDF, and there you go. You can also flatten it so that they cannot come in and modify it, but that's totally up to you how you want to do that. But yeah, that's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed these 3 different ideas. And like I said, if you want to learn more and get more ideas, you can check out the link below for my top 50 digital product ideas for 2023. And subscribe if you have not already. I make a video every week showing different ways on how to make money on Etsy, especially in the digital product space. And until then, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.